You are welcome to Nest Tele. I am Nest. Thank you so much for coming by. Today we are concluding our Romance Month, reading the books of the amazing award-winning author Amaka Azie. I am so impressed with this lady. I kid you not. She's amazing. She's somebody you want to read her books. If you're a big fan of romance, you would love her. I'm going to have up here, somewhere up here, the playlist of everything that we've read. This is the 6th and the final of this month. And today the book is called My Boss's Son. Now, honestly, the name is very on the nose. You're like, okay, so yeah, she's dating her boss's son, but it actually isn't quite like that. Anyway, before I start, right? If you aren't already, please subscribe, join the community. What we do here is talk about books and all that. What makes Amaka amazing, that's the author, Amaka amazing, is that she wraps Nigerian issues, like a lot of issues happening here in Nigeria, but she wraps them in romance. So it's like you're enjoying the story, you're inside the fantasy of these books, but then there are some major issues that do exist in Nigeria and it's easy for you to relate. Do you understand? And in this particular one, we're talking about sexual violence. There are actually two major ones. The first one is sexual assault in the office. How tough it is for women to rise in the office, you know, without exchanging sexual favors. The lead character, Adanna, is actually okay, give me a minute. The lead character, Adanna, is a wonderful, she's in tech. Do you understand? She's really good at her job. She's working for this beautiful company and she's been there for 6 years. She's due for a promotion and all that. And the Oga Patapata of the office look her in the eye. Like, it wasn't even a mincing word situation. The man sat down, did meeting with her, and told her, you are suitable for this promotion. You are due for it. Agreed. You're going to make more money. La 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 la. This is going to happen for you. But you see, for you to now reach this place, you have to sleep with me. No mention of what the guy said. See, this is the only way. If you don't do this, despite passing all the interviews, despite being everything that you're good at and all that, you're going to have to sleep with me. That's the only way. That's the only way to get a promotion. And goes on to explain to her that that's how everyone else in the office has gotten to where they are today. And it turns out that even for people to have gotten the job to begin with, they did exactly the same thing. She didn't do it because she was lucky that, you know, she was kind of referred to through a rich friend. You know, but it's very jarring. Like, it brings tears to your eyes when you actually read it, because like you cannot believe that somebody can be this blatant and ridiculous about it. But it's like, it's a reality. You know, these problems are there. You know, one or two of your friends that have experienced something very similar. So it's like the question up onto the middle of the book is, will she actually do it? Because she doesn't have a choice. She's broke. You know, without her job, she's going to be very broke. She started to do some businesses on the side and it wasn't doing very well. And she's living rent-free, so she's lucky. She's not paying things like rent. But the back bills are a lot. Do you understand? Her hands are tied. She doesn't know what she's going to do. And she's good at her work. I don't know if you understand. The issue isn't that she's bad. She's actually very good at her work. And somehow she has to do this. So it's like, it's very crazy, you know, and all that. So the question becomes, will she do it? Or won't she do it? So that's the major issue here. Now, the love of her life, Justin. Justin is a British actor, a Nigerian British actor. He was born in the UK. He is a product of violence, or he believes he's a product of violence. His mom was a drug addict, someone that doesn't need a lot of help. That's his mom. But he wasn't, that's his biological mom, sorry. But he wasn't actually, like, I think around 10 years old, he was adopted by a white family. So that actually influenced the kind of upbringing that he had, because he grew up in a white family in the UK. So it's like, who he was, his identity as a person was always in question, because first of all, he's raised in a white family, so he's different and he knows he's different. And second of all, there's now the issue of his mom, who he couldn't actually stand, you know, and all that. And before this book starts, like I think 9 years or so before the book starts, the mom had died. But before the mother had died, the mother had told him that, okay, this is what happened, right? I was raped and that's how I gave birth to you. So he believes that he's a product of violence, and that makes him, that greatly influences what he thinks about himself, what he thinks he is. He's finding it hard to hold on to any relationship, you know, and all that. So he comes to Nigeria to find his father, the rapist. And in the process, he hooks up with Adanna. He meets Adanna. Adanna is this very stubborn girl who, despite having this issue in the office, which she tells him about, he's worried that she's going to do it because he can tell that this girl is somebody that really wants to do things for herself. But it's like, how is she going to do it? She's broke. He's an actor, so he has money. And he tries to offer it to her, but the girl just no agree. Like, quarrel, serious quarrel. She gets very upset about it. So it's like, that is something that hangs on the balance. But I think one of the things I really want to focus on, which I think Amaka has tried extra hard to do with every single book that she's written, is talking about the place of healing, the place of therapy, the place of going back and trying to just solve this problem in your past so that you can have a better idea of who you are, have a better sense of what you are before you move on to the future. You know, their relationship, as beautiful as it was, they had a wild chemistry. I mean, it's romance, so it's like the sex is explosive, the chemistry is insane, they love each other like no man's business. But there is a problem. Do you understand? There's a major problem. Adanna and her work is a problem. Justin and his life is a problem. Do you understand? His rapist dad, he's finding it hard to commit, he's finding it hard to stay, you know, and all that. So it's like he's trying to figure out what to do with himself. So that's pretty much what this book is about. Two of them trying to navigate this world despite the madness that has happened to them, all based on a form of sexual violence or another. I know that this is a common problem. I personally, it's never happened to me, thank God, but I can tell you of people that their bosses walked up to and said, if you don't do this, we are not going to, as in, and the way it was for Adanna, it was like if she did not sleep with the man, not only will she not get the promotion, she will have to be removed, she will have to be fired, because for them, according to, you know, that's one of her mentor in the office told her, see, it's just body, there's nothing there. I don't know if you understand. I'm like, hey. The woman said, looked her Korokoro in the eye and told her, see, it's not just body. That's me, I did that. The man doesn't have laptop to 2 minutes. Just do it and get your promotion, and then you can go from there. And Adanna has to sit down and absorb this information and decide whether she'll go on and sleep with this man or not. Oh boy, this life is hard. But it's like all of this, the decision that she makes, how it influences her life, how broke she becomes if she loses the job or not, how that now influences the relationship with her and Justin. Justin is a very high-paying guy. Adanna is someone that really, really doesn't want to be the dependent female. She wants to be able to make money for herself so that she can do things for herself, and that so that she and her Justin, who she happens to love a lot, can be on some form of level field now on this money matter. It's not every time give, she should be receiving. She didn't want that. Do you understand? So, sorry, I don't know why I'm having this. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this story. This story is beautiful. It's so lovely. A wonderful cap of the 6 books that has been read this month, and I cannot wait to give like a romance recap. I'm going to do that. That will be the next video I'll show up. I'll put the link here if it's already up. If not, whenever it shows up, you'll see it. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, show the video a beautiful like when you're done, and please, this book is available on BAM Books. If you want to get the book, My Boss's Son, it's available on BAM Books. It's available on Amazon to buy. There's a link, Amaka, that you can check to buy it to. The link will be in the description. It's also available on Scribd. One of the books on Scribd is actually on audio. That's My Sister's Bestie. Do you understand? So honestly, My Sister's Bestie and My Boss's Son are actually in the same. They're kind of, it's like a continuation. Do you understand? I don't know if you remember, I actually talked about My Sister's Bestie. I was talking about Ugo and, what's her name? Brenda. Yes, Ugo's younger sister. I forgot her name in that particular part. So her younger sister is Adanna. So it's actually the story of both Ugo and Adanna and finding love. So My Sister's Bestie is about Ugo and Brenda, and My Boss's Son is about Justin and Adanna. Wonderful book. Honestly, this month has just been quite a high. I just cannot wait to share, for us to just do a quick recap on the book. And honestly, a wonderful thanks to Amaka for being so wonderful to me, gracious enough to explain to me the books that she thought I should read, and for sharing this her wonderful work. Honestly, it's everything and then some. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you.